Alright guys, good evening. I am back for the day. I'm back for the night I should say, but I'm back continuing my Hogwarts Legacy playthrough, House Gryffindor. Let's go guys, I'm not going to talk that much. Short intro, let's just get right to it, okay? Let's go. Okay, so... Can we check?
Revelio. Lumos. Protego. Lumos. Lumos.
I can't check, I can't interact with all these stuff yet, guys. I'm assuming.
Now, which way is the common room?
Which way is the common room? Let's go upstairs. Interesting. Got the live portrait.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
What's that? You talking about me? What's over here?
I can't go up there.
That's cool.
They're lucky they didn't end up as Dragonford, like that poor man from the Ministry.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
I'd like to
Wait, that's not right. I really thought I had it.
Up.
Oh, what did I do wrong this time? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
Not at all.
No, I merely studied with him briefly before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
I'm sure you'll get it. Perhaps you just need a bit more practice. You know what? I wonder if there's... I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that you can't be like half and half as far as evil or good. Like you're either evil or good. From what I understand. But let's see. How should I reply? I'm sure you'll get it. Perhaps you just need a bit more practice.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
So keep practicing. Exactly what I said. How hard is it to cast nonverbal spells? Can most students cast nonverbally? Yeah.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach nonverbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Oh,
How hard is it to cast nonverbal spells?
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
I wish you luck.
Good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
To be honest, anything I could get in Diagon Alleys, I was able to find in Hogwarts.
Harry Pippin certainly steered me right.
That
on
girl
road.
thinks she can get away with anything.
His potions is better than you find in London, I reckon.
Shame you weren't born with wings, Nellie. I'm sure you'd use
Wish
them.
I could see what Hogwarts looks like to muggles.
It'll be the next butterbeer.
Terrifying.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
You can do whatever you want. That must be awkward. That must be nice.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
You have a knack for potions too?
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Is that in your mug?
Having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Nice meeting you, Gareth.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Introduce myself to Nellie, who is walking on top of the chimney. Or walking on top of the fireplace, I should say.
Nellie'll do anything for a thrill. Nellie!
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
How do I talk to her?
Nellie'll do anything
Please
for a
get
thrill.
down. A professor could arrive any moment.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Shame you weren't born with wings.
If I get caught, I shan't
I'm
offend
sure
you.
you'd use them.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
It was nothing I couldn't handle. Sure, let's do this one.
It is true, but we handled it very well.
I'll say. I think you've already earned a reputation for fearlessness. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What are people saying about my travels here?
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
Not afraid of heights, are you?
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Have you ever encountered a dragon?
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
Nice to
I'm
meet
sure
you.
I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room. Called on to read out loud a history of magic that day. Stumbled over all the words.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Field guide page. Collect. Portrait of Barufio. This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F, and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Ugh. You just unlock a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Okay. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenge increases your level and power. Okay. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Collecting your first guide page unlocks a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Each challenges has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearance to critical upgrade. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Cool. Is there any way to unlock these? I guess I can't wear them yet for some reason. Oh well. Let's take the cap off for now. Alright, just got to explore the menu.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a flue flames fast travel point. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered flue. Okay. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and it includes the house common rooms and the Great Hall. Select the South Wing region. Okay. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house or common room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Okay. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the Chamonix Tower, Library, and greenhouses. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall flue flames for you. Use R to rotate the map and fast travel to Central Hall. Okay.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about the Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
What exactly is Defense Against the Dark Arts?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you,
Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
You got that right. My suspicion is that, I'm afraid there isn't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's...
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would, and she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
So this yellow marker represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. Basically, a yellow icon with a lock on it. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments or quest rewards, or as quest rewards. Mark a quest with X to continue. Defense against the Dark Arts class. The field guide shows Professor Hecate's classes in the lower section of the astronomy wing. If you get lost in this class, I may need to use the charm command compass field guide. Help me find the way.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
10 against the Dark Arts class. Quest complete. Welcome to Hogwarts.
on another adventure, are we?
I'm expecting like an indicator to tell me to press square, but I guess I just press square manually, which is good.
Foolish child. Do you have any idea how many muggles the Ministry had to obliterate to cover up your actions? You could have been killed. You could have exposed us all. It will be you to blame. If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do have an excuse.
Do any of these move?
Lumos.
Stupefy!
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Levioso! You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Potato! Stupid potato!
Complicates things.
Levian! Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know.
That had to hurt.
Let me...
Good form.
I know.
This can't be your first.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right.
Alright, sorry about that, guys.
Enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Never used my wand in combat. Oh, wait. Actually, I did duel those metal golems or whatever they were. I've had my share of one.
That's enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
You know, it might be a perfect. Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
Interesting.
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. if you're interested. Till next time.
Hey, what is this chess icon right here? Side quests are not available. Available side quests can be available side quests marked by the black diamond can be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked as flags and discovered by exploring. These quests rewards XP but do not advance the main story. South Wing of Hogwarts. Crossed wands. I should speak with. Oh, let's do these two side quests first. Let's do that. Okay, so let's do this. Go here. Lenora Everley appears to be looking for a clue. Perhaps I can help her investigate. Sure. Let's... Okay, what is... There's a chest here. Does this chest icon mean anything? Um...
Lumos. Levioso.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment.
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you learned anything about it?
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind,
but I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other paintings like this here?
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Ross, I'll have a look.
If I have time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
The last time I was at Dogweed and careful not to upset her, though.
Did you get your whiskeroo from Pidgey?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
There's only one common room.
Yeah, I have no idea where that thing is in the portrait.
I wonder why Madame Kagawa didn't become a professional Quidditch player. What if she's not actually that good?
Spin Witches is my favourite. At least I get to see all the brooms, even if I can't afford one myself.
Hmm. 11:21.
This looks like the location from the painting.
Oh, it
What's
is.
special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
I almost had a treasure once.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Hey, we got a new outfit. Is that an inventory or is that us? Equipment. Gear. Cosmetic alterations applied to gear via change appearance option of the gear menu. Change appearances option of the gear menu. Where's that? Am I just missing something? Change appearance. I do not see it. I don't think that option's available yet at this point in the story. Yeah, it's not. I don't think I have that option yet. Okay, let's do the other side quest. This one. I should speak with Lucan Brattleby about the secret dueling club. Ooh, yes. Let's check out that one. Oh no, wait. I think we have a quick... What do you call those things? Actually, let's unlock some of these quick... What do you call them? These quick travel slots. Something flames.
I don't find potions bearable at all. I question whether I wouldn't just rather be a muggle.
What are you up to now?
Have you ever wondered how owls know where to deliver their letters? Magic, I suppose. It's a good thing the owl is
What's down here? Rugged dueling gloves. Hey, those look cool. Oh yeah. What was that?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Protego! Lumos.
My family has a lot of Muggle traditions, from my mother's side.
Lumos. Lumos.
Huh, that's cool. Money. That's cool.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
That's nice to hear.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
I'm ready.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Let's go.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Break 2 yellow shields with control spells. With the levitation spell.
There goes my wager.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes, don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Come on, Cinder.
Find the one!
Levioso.
Expulso! Act like a winner!
Lumos.
You're better than that.
Oh man. I gotta get used to the combat. Okay, we got this.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes, don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Expulso! Protego! Levioso! Confringo!
Protego! Stupefy!
Fringo!
Levioso!
Confringo!
Levioso!
Expulso! Keep them all four!
Findo!
Expulso!
Is that all you've got?
Oh man. I keep pressing R2 to dodge.
That looked painful.
Okay, I got it this time.
Yes, don't count.
Expulso!
Fringo!
Levioso!
Oh, there goes my wager.
Fringo!
Levioso! Levioso!
Don't shy away now.
Levioso!
Act like a winner.
That looked painful. Care to try?
Yes, don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Brilliant!
Findo!
Levioso!
Go back to the mat!
Levioso!
Fringo! Findo!
Levioso! Levioso!
That looked painful. Care to try another round?
Yes, don't count.
Confringo!
Levioso!
Is that all you've got?
Expulso!
Fringo!
Expulso!
Levioso!
Protego! Stupefy! Levioso!
Find the wand!
Levioso!
Fringo!
There goes my wager.
Levioso!
Don't shy away now.
Confringo!
Levioso!
Come on.
Expulso!
Levioso!
Keep them all four!
Levioso!
Fringo!
Act like a winner!
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Next time you need a partner for Crossed Wands, don't hesitate to call on me.
Lumos. Levioso.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Just wait till I've grown a bit, then we'll see how well you do.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole?
Where's that?
Promised for only one time per week. I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the meek.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Study your wand. Okay.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Track undiscovered blue flames. Could not read that.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones.
Summoning charm Axia pulls a target closer to the caster.
Marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Very good. Don't lose your composure. That's it. Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Accio. Very good.
Here we go. That is how it's done. Quite impressive. Watch this. There we go.
Accio. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. Phew.
Accio.
Splendid!
Let us see this. Nicely done. Here we go. That is how it's done.
Accio.
That's it!
Oh man.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
Good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big is
Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is the magic the same?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
That's incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Vestian.
You wanted
You
to
know
speak
it's
with me,
gonna work
Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
I spent hours trying to conjure a meat pie when I was a first year, only to then find out about Gamp's law.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
A beginner's guide to transfiguration is mine.
Hmm.
I need to get some dragonhide blood from her body.
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Gotta look for floating books. Assuming the rest are probably upstairs.
Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
It was a good day. This is until Gareth splashed what a ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed lacewing flies. I had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He's such a menace. Like, thinks he knows everything there is to know about potions, always disrupting Professor Sharp's class with experiments. I'm utterly convinced that if he wasn't Professor Wesley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. Our bro Smokies again tonight for dinner. I'm becoming more partial to them now, although I still prefer meat pie.
Accio!
Here's the last one.
My older sister said she carved her initials into the fireplace above
Accio! That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Accio! Revelio.
Bombarda deals heavy damage on impact, accompanied by an explosion that can destroy heavy objects from its surrounding enemies. Incendio. Its range is short and requires you to be close to the target. The spell deals significant damage and lights certain objects on fire. Enemies hit with fire-based attacks. I take it these are the dark arts magics at the bottom right here.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Lumos.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan mentioned it.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
What more can you tell me about the potion shop?
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
What's spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
So there really is an Ollivanders here.
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts Professor that, when completed, rewarded you with new spells. The reward from completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. You can track assignments with okay.
Ah, there you are. You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the Mending Charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
What is the purpose of the
Must
test?
they first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Collect the flying page near the broken statue.
This is the right area. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Brilliant.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Why does everyone hate you?
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoil sports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Any ideas on how to reach them?
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
The mending charm repairer can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Repairer.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Holy shit, what just happened? The game just crashed? Oh man. Game just crashed. What the hell? Dude. That's crazy. I'm video lagging and it made the game crash. Damn. That's a bit tilting. Oh man, where did it leave off?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
No better feeling than the wind in your hair as you glide along the path.
Accio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
It's up here.
Revelio.
The standing model of a hand is demarcated to help students in the practice of palmistry. Depending upon the angle at which this model is read, it is either considered a lifeline or is likely to die in a fortnight. He's like, who are you? Odiva Unai. Under Professor Black's direction, it is my honor as Deputy Headmistress to offer you the position of Divination Professor at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. We're thrilled at the prospect of having you join our distinguished facility. Please inform us of your intentions as soon as possible. I eagerly wait your response. Warmest regards, Professor Matilda Weasley.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
What?
Lumos. Protego.
It's creepy. Door opened by itself.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio!
That's so cool. Those are the markings on those doors with the picture puzzle in it.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio!
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
It's been ages since I've sent an owl back home.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
I almost bought an owl in Diagon Alley. Went with a cat instead.
Hogwarts Herbology Award. In recognition of exemplary skill in the field of herbology, Hogwarts bestows this special award upon 7th year Hufflepuff, Mirabelle Garlic. From mandrakes to mistletoe and bubo tubers to bouncing bulbs, her work with flora has exceeded all expectations.
I'd like to send owl.
Revelio.
Troll armor. This unusual suit of armor was crafted for a troll that it has survived all is astonishing, since trolls do not ordinarily wear armor, would silently be prone to smashing in confusion or anger. Yeah, how did they get... how did they do the... It's still a cool armor though, even if it is...
Adventure, are we?
I can just move. This game has a this game and all of its like the magic inside this castle just makes it worth exploring. Goblin armor.
No one sends me owl.
Got aviators.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
You know what? I'm gonna be a dark wizard. Screw it. What's this? Why did he look this way? Oh yeah, these things. I gotta figure out how to. I gotta figure out what those things are. Hmm. Um. What did the numbers stand for? We'll figure that out later. Those are the only two puzzles in this staircase.
Accio.
Where's that page at? Where's that page? There it is.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Do you hag-seekers call this swordplay?
That's cool. Yeah, a lot of the stuff in this game, like just in this castle, makes it worth exploring, just to see like what kind of magic furnishings they have floating around.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
No, I'll keep them.
I'm afraid I've decided to keep them. That'll teach you to stink up your classmates.
What? You'd keep my prized collection for yourself?
I'm only teasing. Of course you can have them.
Oh, thanks, Merlin. You had me worried there. Now that I have all my gobstones back,
I honestly...
wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
That's a messed up joke. But I honestly didn't expect him to have that second choice.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Alright, well. Actually, let's put that scarf back on. Make me look unique.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
The hell is that?
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished.
Sounds
Remember,
cool.
have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade Village is brimming with different sites, shops, and other points of interest that you can navigate through using your field guide's map. Alright, what do we got here? Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium, a hairdressing salon run by Kelly Snelling that offers the latest hairstyles. Brood and Peck, a bee supply shop stocked with the latest and greatest in beast byproducts. The Old Fool, an abandoned old building in Hogsmeade. Zonko's Joke Shop, a joke and strip shop with a selection of pranking delights that include biting teacups, inflatable tongues, and dung bombs. Hogmeade Square, the Central Square in Hogsmeade. Honeyduke's, a sweet shop stocked with a variety of wizard confections, but is known best for its fudge. It is naturally very popular with Hogwarts students. Deeply in Sounds, Hogsmeade's local tea shop. It offers a wide variety of fine teas and confections. Three Broomsticks. The Three Broomsticks Inn is most esteemed pub in Hogsmeade, where conversation and butterbeer flow freely. Ollivanders, a branch of the renowned wand shop owned and operated by the Ollivander wand-making family since 382 BC. Damn, that long? Spint Witch's Sporting Needs, a sporting goods shop that sells a variety of brooms. Tomes and Scrolls, especially booked up with the rare to fulfill the promise of its name. J. Pippin's Potions, an apothecary that carries a wide selection of potions and potions ingredients. Alright, let's go to the potion shop first.
Those that go to Azkaban never had a chance in the first place.
I'd take up herbology if it didn't involve so much fun.
That's cool.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
I'm assuming these are the two potions I need.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Recipe for a potion that makes a drinker practically invisible. A potion that increases the drinker's spell damage for a limited amount of time.
been drawn to this everywhere.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
English oak. The same type of wood Merlin's one has.
intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Revelio.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Potting table with a small pot spellcraft. Unlocks the ability to conjure a potting table with a small pot. Use its pot to grow all sorts of musical and magic plants. Small potion station spellcraft. Unlocks the ability to conjure a small potion station. Perfectly suited to all of your potion brewing needs.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Beast Toy Box Spellcraft. Unlocks the ability to conjure a Beast Toy Box. Use a toy box to pick up your Beast's favorite toys for them to play with. Shopping Station. Unlocks the ability to conjure a shopping station. Station periodically produces a plant byproduct, so keep an eye on it. Dung Composter Spellcraft. Unlocks the ability to create fertilizer that can be used to increase the yield of a seeded plant. Ooh, that's neat. Material Refiner Spellcraft. Used to produce Moonstone, essential for additional conjuration spellcrafts. Potting table. This is just an upgrade of the one I have. So those are just upgrades. Okay, the Magic Neep.
Gryffindor might seem like harmless fun, but not when you've just had your hair done by Goliath.
Unicorn blood.
My plan is to have a lot done.
How is standing behind a till counting knots and sickles considered work?
Accio.
Well, hello there. Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo! Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Reparo.
Revelio.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Dude, are you kidding me? The second time the game just crashed. I'll be right back, guys.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
What the hell? What happened to my sound?